This is part 3 of a beginner's guide series. In the first part, we learned how to shade a square. In the second, we learned how to shade a circle using circular motion. In part 3, we are going to convert this circle into a sphere. For that, it is very important to mark your light source, as that light source will guide us, the part facing the light and the part away from the light. On the right side, I am showing you the cross contour lines of a curvy shape and that of a flat shape. Never use flat lines for curvy shapes. That is very important to keep in mind whenever you are doing your shading. Carefully observe the circular motion I am doing for my circle. Never use vertical or horizontal line for any curvy object. Observe carefully again how my pencil is moving in circular motion as I am filling the shade. Now the part of the circle which is facing the light will be light in color. So this is our central light for which I am using a 2B pencil. One layer is done. Now I am using my kneaded eraser to fix all my dark patches to get my flat tone. Coming to the part which is away from the light, that is our shadow area. For this I am using a 4B pencil. Keep layering till you get a nice uniform shade. Keep in mind the form of the object, that is a circle, and again use your circular motion. Don't forget to use your kneaded eraser to fix your tones in order to get a flat value. We are all set with our light and dark tone. Now is the time to add our mid-tone, or we can say the transition between the dark and the light. This middle value is the value which lies between your light and your dark. This middle value needs to be layered in such a way that it gives a very soft transition from your dark value to your light value. It is this middle value which gives an illusion of a three-dimensional effect. Without this middle value or the mid-tone or the intermediate value, we cannot have a 3D look. This is a time-consuming process, so you need to be very patient as you are layering it, and keep in mind two things, that is your circular motion and a light pressure on the pencil. Let's compare the three circles now. The first looking flat, the second looking good, and the third is giving a 3D effect. The last thing left for it to give a perfect three-dimensional effect is the shadow, the cast shadow, the shadow which is falling on the square. Now, if the light source is on the left, the shadow will be on the right. If the light source is on the right, the shadow is going to be on the left. So keep in mind that the shadow always is opposite of the light source. Let's add the shadow. For the shadow, I'm using a 6B pencil. The cast shadow is always dark in color, and it is darker where it is touching the bottom of the object. So quickly I'm filling in the cast shadows both on the square and on the floor. I won't be shading the square again. Take it as a practice exercise and shade on your own. If you are stuck, you can see part 1 of this beginner series where I have explained the shading of the square in detail. Keep in mind that in this whole tutorial we have not used our blending tools. It is only with our pencil and kneaded eraser we have tried to shade and fix our flaws. As the final output is shared, once you are done, you can compare your work with the final output. Thank you for watching.